What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I've been told by very few people that I'm not energetic enough in my intros, so sorry about that. Today we're just going to do a live com, dudes. We've got some weekly objectives to build towards completing. We've got some daily objectives to build towards completing, and yeah, so for the two, I only need 2 more FUT swap players to get Koke, and then if I get the last one, naturally, great. If not, not bothered. So 16 matches and going pro, which we'll be able to easily complete throughout the week. But we've also got our squad battles rewards. We finished with 8 wins. I believe that's silver 2. Got 2 15k packs and a 25k pack. Hey man, you know what? For not even trying, for not even caring, for not even putting in any effort, that's not bad. That's not bad. 2 30k packs and a 25k pack. I've seen and had worse. So we'll send all of this stuff to the club. Ooh, a couple of anchors in there. Very nice indeed. We'll pop Labyad up to the trade pile and get rid of him. And then we'll play our first FUT Champs game here today. Literally just as a live com. It might be one of those difficult first games. It might be one of those easy first games. I'm just going to use like an untradeable squad. We do get a board player in our second 15k pack. It is Spanish Cam. It's going to be Juan Mata. Not bad. 84 rated Premier League player. I'll take it. How much does he sell for right now? Oh damn, like 7-8k. Hell yeah. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. We'll take that. We'll send all of this stuff to the. Let me just check his price momentarily. A Cam to centre mid card, which is very nice as well. And Melo, a Portuguese Liga NOS silver that sells for about 600 coins. So I'll pop him up too. I want to just check out on Bolly just to have a look at his price. Nah, he's still super cheap. So we'll keep him in the club for the time being and discard those remaining items. And then open our 25k pack. And the 25k pack is going to consist of another board. Hey, that's not bad. I'll take that as well. Let's go. Italian, centre forward. Oh, it's Giovinco. He's one of the cheapest 83s available right now, but it's not the end of the world. Very nice indeed. We'll store him in the club for the time being, up on a trade pile. Tuzart we'll get rid of. I just like list these min-max, or like min and then 1 tick. Oops, crap, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, like min bid and then 1 tick up. Just if they sell, they sell. They don't, they'll go on open bid anyway, so no problem at all there. So that wasn't bad for our rewards, I suppose. Could have been better, could have been worse. So yeah, the squad that we're going to use, guys, I'm going to just use a full untradeable squad. We've of course got Zanetti now, we've got Ibra. I've only got 99 chemistry on this team, but I'm just going to use this team. I'm at that point where I genuinely don't care if I win or lose in FIFA right now. I'm not trying hard. I'm not building meta players, etc., etc. However, when Team of the Season comes around, I hope that will change. But we're going to talk today a little bit about, let me put an icon an icon manager. Where's my icon manager? So we've got a Spanish icon manager there. He pops us up to 100 chem. The only players off chem are players I don't really care about. So yeah, no problem at all. In fact, I'm going to take rid of Rico because I have got a goalkeeper available to use. So that will help with the chemistry massively. Leaving just Ibrahimovic and Raheem Sterling off chem, and of course the icon centre back too. But yeah, I'm hoping I get my a love for playing 40 games rekindled for Team of the Season. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't think it's going to happen. Now that is a hell of a team. As I said a minute ago, this is going to be like first game in FUT Champs is just one of those. Sometimes you come up against somebody who's just terrible. Sometimes you come up against somebody who's awesome. Interestingly enough, although this guy's got a sick team, he's got a Hunter Chem style on Kante. So I don't know what's going on with that. Let me just switch my team about. We're going to switch up to the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow just to give myself a good starting chance to play here. Oh crap! I'm going to have to put Ander Herrera as our CDM as well, which is interesting because I don't usually play him there. We'll pop Costa there, we'll pop Kaka in at cam, and Sterling up front, Rooney on the outside, and that will be how our team sets up. So quite an aggressive offensive team. I might leak goals against this guy's squad. He's got a really good attack, so I wouldn't be surprised. So comments, you told us the players you're putting in the Hullet SBC like 10 times. No disrespect, Nep, it's getting boring, repetitive. Apologies on that, dude. Sometimes I don't know whether I've talked about it on stream or in video, and then I don't know whether I talked about it in depth or not, you know, like, because I'm streaming a lot right now, I'm putting out a lot of information out there to the stream, and then when I get into a video, I'm like, ooh, was this talked about in the video, or was this talked about in the stream? And so, yeah, apologies on that one, dude. It's not done on purpose. I just want to make sure I get you guys, everyone, all the information, you know, and that's what I'm trying. Oh, there's a big ball. Oh, that's another corner. Nathan says, cheap as considering his rating will go brilliantly towards Hullet. Good stuff, Nep. I have a pretty big feeling SBCs will launch the player prices like they did a FUT birthday. Yeah, maybe so, dude. Maybe so indeed. Is this guy even trying to defend? I mean, he actually did walk out there, but I feel like this guy's just trying to allow his AI to defend for him. And I'm going to utilise that to my advantage. Alright, so this guy's got a very nice team. I can tell already he's going to be one of those guys that just sits super deep defensively and banks on his AI defenders to do all the work for him. He's literally just trying to cover passing lanes. So it's not going to be an easy game because I struggle against this type of person. Fortunately enough, I've recognised very early on in the game. Like, look at this. Look at who he's controlling. He's controlling Pogba. He's just walking away from me. He's just walking away. He's just allowing me to walk up the field. He's not even trying to defend. He's not even trying to defend. He's not even trying to defend. We get the ball in. Oh, close. And then Wazza is going to get that. And that was a bad pass. Oh, that's frustrating. And we get the ball back. And once again, he's just going to go back to one of his midfielders. And he's not even trying to defend again. And it makes it quite easy to get to about this point, but that's it. I've got to stop passing that. So hopefully we can utilise his lack of defending to our advantage. What I want to do is get quite close to him with an offensive player and have a look to see if he'll tackle or if he'll just stand still, really. Here we go, though, Ibra. Okay, so, oh, that's a banger, that is. Oh, just over the bar. Ibra AZ says, hey, Nep, I wanted to ask you something. What's your way of selling cards? Do you sell during the hype or do you wait and risk it for more coin value? I packed Zaha, wasn't sure to sell whether 150k or keep. I mean, for me personally, it is circumstantial, right? It depends on which player and so on and so forth. But for me personally, that Zaha, I would have sold him immediately because team of the season's coming real soon. And rest assured that a player like that Zaha will drop down into the 50k, 60k region. Look at this, guys. Look how many people he's got in his box. I mean, this is insane, right? Like, he's not even trying to defend. He's not even trying to play. He's on like ultra defensive. This is tough. I mean, this is going to be difficult for me to break down. I'm going to have to get lucky enough to bang a shot with one of my attackers, and then I can just play safe and secure because this is going to be a tough game. Yeah, honestly, dude, it's just circumstantial for me. If in a case like Zaha, I would have sold him immediately. But there are some players that I will wait for a while to sell. So, yeah, it genuinely just depends. Let's try and get in behind here. Come on, Ibra, I need you, buddy. I just can't get the shot off. There's Sterling. Can we get a shot off here? We can't. Can we get a shot off here? Surely we can. Yes! Oh, I needed that. I needed that. This guy's ultra defensive, a sick team, and all he's doing is covering passing lanes. It's going to be so tricky to score goals. He's paused it. I hope he quits because I don't want to have to force myself to play a game against this kind of player. It's going to be a stressful struggle game. Next comment, Josh Rawlins says, hey Nep, I noticed that players are creeping up a little bit, like Timothée Kante, Timothée Bonucci, so do you think it's a good idea to buy big players back now? Love the streams and vids. I mean, in terms of Timothée Bonucci, I think he's an incredibly reasonable price, and I think he has been for a while. He's up to 515 on PlayStation, where he was down to like 495, even 490 at one stage, and you know, once Team of the Season does release, especially the Calcio A Team of the Season, he's going to, like, the reason why he's so cheap right now is because there's not a huge amount of players to be able to link with him that people love to use. You know, what have you got? You've got Florenzi or Donnarumma or Buffon or, you know, Italian midfielders that give him strong links, and there's not really many other players that give him, like, the strong links that he needs. You know, you've got the informed Bonaventura that gives him the perfect link, but Is he really a player that you want to be taking into your teams and stuff? So I think for that reason, Bonucci's always been like a relatively cheap player. And for a Team of the Year card, for a guy who becomes a 99 rated centre-back, for being 500,000 coins, that's insane. You know, that's absolutely insane. So I'm just going to play like this now, guys. I have no intention to play to this guy's hand. You know, I've got the goal now. If he wants to sit, like, look where his D-line is. His midfield and his defence they're both in his half when I've got the ball on my back line. So if he wants to just sit there with one player and just try and mark passing lanes, I will happily just pass between my back line. I'm not going to play to a guy's like play style who wants to counter attack. What this guy wants to do is he wants to play counter attacking FIFA. He wants me to attack him, he wants me to lose possession, and then he wants to bang the ball up to his two pacey strikers to hit me on counters. And I just won't do it. I'm absolutely not interested in doing it. If this guy wants to run around and try and cut passing lanes for another 60 minutes in game, then so be it. And hey, don't get me wrong, I very well might make a mistake. I might try and make a pass, and he might read it, and he might intercept, and he might score a goal. But if he doesn't, this is going to be one hell of a boring game for him, because I can pass it like this all day, all night. So yeah, if you look, I mean, look at where his D-line is. His D-line is literally almost on his box, and then his midfielders are on the halfway line, and then he's got one attacker that he's pushing me with. Come on, bro, man. Like, play the game. Play the game. This is one of the problems with competitive FIFA, and this is why I think tournaments need to come back, or cup mode, or something like that. Because in cup mode, people are a lot freer, right? Especially in the cup mode where you had unlimited tries. You remember the old cup where you could get like a 5k pack for winning it? And it's not. Oh, there you go. He's finally gone attacking. You see that? You see the change in the shift in his players. So he's gone attacking. So now I'll attack him. Oh, look, we got Sterling over on the far post there. Oh, I couldn't quite get it. I need to win this ball now. He's finally recognised what I'm doing, so he's gone offensive, and this might be the thing that really helps him. You know, it might. You know, there's no point just playing a defensive game. We've got Rui Costa through on goal here. Oh, I read that. I should have just hit it with his 4-star weak foot. There's Ibra. Oof, Courtois with a save. What was I saying? Yeah, like a tournament mode, like. Not the daily knockout tournament, because the DKT is also sweaty as hell, right? Because people are trying to qualify. But I remember the old cup mode with the 5k pack. I mean, you had unlimited entries. It didn't matter if you lost. You could play with fun teams. You could play a fun style of FIFA. You could try being a skiller. You could try being a possession-based player. You could try basically anything you wanted, and it was always fun because no matter what, if you lost, you could just restart, right? And that was always great. I was like, yeah, you know, take a funky team into this. Doesn't matter. I could just restart if I need to. Lose, doesn't matter, I could just restart if I need to. In FUT Champs, a loss is devastating. You cannot recover a loss. If you get a loss, that's just it. You've lost. If you're on 33 wins and you've got one game left and you lose, you can't just replay that game to try and get 34 wins. No, it's game over for you. I want to see if this guy like changed formation or anything, or what formation he's playing. So it's a 4-3-1-2. That's interesting. Yeah, so a cup mode I think would bring back, because this guy's playing like this because it's an effective method against people. You know, shelling up, playing a nice formation. Like he's 4-3-1-2, which means when he plays on ultra defensive, he's got 4 defenders and his 3 centre mids sit as CDMs. So he's essentially got 7 defensive players and 3 offensive players. And it's such an effective way to play the game because the game caters to people who play counter-attacking football. Alright, he's tried a skill move there. Fancy that. His first chance of the game. And he actually bangs it in the back of the net. That's really frustrating. That is really frustrating. It hits it was a good goal in the end, but this is why it caters to these players, because attacking against people that don't just shell up is quite easy. You know, when you haven't got a full defence back there, it's quite easy. But attacking against people that do shell up, it's a lot more tricky, and it wouldn't surprise me now if this guy now went back to a super defensive tactic. He's got back into the game now, and now he wants to play a counter-attacking style of FIFA again. And you can actually see straight away the way his players are that is exactly what's happened. And look, he's still not trying to tackle me. He's still not even there. Oh, I need to get the ball into the feet of one of my attackers and just hit him with a scoop turn and then a goal. Is it going to be Ibra? Oh, that pass, so close to getting that pass off. Oh, and I've nearly read that as well. And now this is exactly what he wants. See, now he's got counter-attack against me, and he's actually got the advantage now because he's shelling up. And how crazy is that? This is genuinely what frustrates a lot of people about this video game, is that you can play the most negative anti-football, and if the fortune favours you, if the bounces go your way, you can just win. Like, look, he's not even trying to tackle me here. He's not even using the player that I'm running with. If I don't beat this guy, I will be quite upset. Come on, Ibra. Oh, he's got away with that as well. I need to get that little chance on the edge of the box that's going to just free me up and get me into the space. There it is. Ibra. Yes, there it is. That's all I needed. I needed that little bit of space to go against this guy. That's it. And now he's going to have to come attacking again. And it's going to be just a game of me desperately trying to defend his counter-attacks. And it makes for such negative FIFA. I mean, this isn't fun to play. And this game is actually the epitome of why I stopped playing FUT Champs so much. Because every game is like this, where everyone uses everything to their advantage, and I don't blame him for playing this way either, right? Like, this isn't me attacking him for his playstyle. Everyone's entitled to play this game exactly how they wish. I blame this game for allowing people to shell up, to play super defensive and win games off of counter-attacking football. Like that just, the game mechanics shouldn't promote a victory style for negative FIFA, for anti-football, you know what I mean? And that's not to say that you shouldn't be allowed to play any play style you want. You know, you really should be allowed to play every play style you want, but the play style should be balanced. Like, if this guy wants to play defensive counter-attacking football, I should be allowed to play an offensive style without being punished, and I just can't do that. If I play an offensive style, if I go all out attack or ultra attacking to counter the way he's playing, in that instance I'm then screwed. Because I'm now in a position where this guy's literally just holding contain as well. When I did a cross ball there, it didn't help him out at all. Go on, Kaka, lad. Yeah, you know, like, I now get punished for playing an offensive style where he doesn't get punished because counter-attacking FIFA is so effective. So it's quite frustrating that that's what we have to deal with. But at the same time, if I can get a third goal, Ibra, that was close. If I can get that third goal, that'll be GG's. This guy won't get back into this game. So yeah, anyway, back to the comments. Apologies. I just get frustrated playing this game like this. And as I said, this is what stopped me from playing as much FIFA, is because this just isn't fun. What I'm doing right now is not fun. I'm having to play the most tedious style of FIFA just to not get beaten by the broken game mechanics, and it's quite annoying. No creativity to think of a proper name, says HeyNet. Because many people are moaning with the right about the refs in this game, I've thought about it, and so I think the problem with referees is that it might be different referees in the game who have different traits. I mean, yeah, referees can be frustrating in this game, and that's, again, something that we don't know about. And I know from playing offline game modes, from career mode and stuff like that, that the referees do have different leniency levels. So some referees are lenient, some referees are harsh, and I wonder if that has translated over into online FIFA. And if it has translated over into online FIFA, how ludicrous is that? And that should be removed. There should never be something in this game where a referee can, on one day, can give a foul for a foul, and on another day not give a foul for a foul because he has a lenient trait or an aggressive trait or a harsh trait. This guy has genuinely scored with both of his opportunities on goal. As you know what, let's play him at his own game. I'm gonna go ultra defensive too, and I'm just gonna haul the ball out again, and I'm just gonna try and draw him out. I'm gonna try and beat him his own game with playing counter-attacking FIFA. I mean, look what he's doing with his number 8 there. He's literally just sprinted back 10 yards. That's Aguero. He's just sprinted back 10 yards with Sergio Aguero because he doesn't want to get him caught out. His striker, he doesn't want his striker to get caught out up the field. How crazy is that? Come on, Wazza. Oh. I've not got the correct angle a few times now on that. Yeah, and now that I'm on ultra defensive, hopefully I shouldn't concede these goals. But if I do, it genuinely caters to this guy and his style of play, because this is exactly what he wants. He wants this counter-attacking style of football. Let's get Sterling through here. Oh God, Ibra just didn't take the ball very. Oh, I had a chance to play that pass as well, and I didn't take it. That's my bad. Ibra took a weird touch and Sterling didn't take the run path that I wanted, but then he did get in behind, and I just didn't. Let me get that. I just didn't get the ball out right. Oh, he's so lucky there. I was right on that. Look at that again. I'm right on that too. He's going to get that ball through too. Ander Herrera, very nice. I really rate this FUT Ander Herrera card. It's going to be sad, sad day when he's no longer part of the squadron, which will be relatively soon. I'll tell you something as well, dudes. I know I'm a better player than this guy. I know that this guy does not finish highly in FUT Champs. Maybe 18 wins, maybe 20 wins. On a good week, this guy will get 25 wins, right? On a good week. I mean a good week. But I'm so nervous playing against a player like this because I personally struggle very hard against people that play like this. My defending style is not good enough for this. I'm not good enough a defender. I rely so heavily on my attack that when people play defensive, counter-attacking style FIFA, it loses me. You know what I mean? Like I'm lost as to how to play against people like this. And so I'm trying to slow my game down here against this guy, and I'm trying to just play the right way, and that's just see how I'm just walking up the field here with my players. I'm not sprinting. I'm trying my best to just create the space, and if he doesn't want to mark me in, then I will hopefully be able to find that space, but you never know in this game. You never know. Let's see if we can get him. There's Ibra in again. There is Ibra in again, and he's managed to get a tackle off with David Luiz. That scoop turn wasn't the best of scoop turn. Oh, come on, Herrera. That's your ball. Surely. There we go. I should be using the heel-to-heel flick a little bit more here as well. I think it would actually get me in behind some of these players. Let's get that run on. That was for Sterling there. That was for Sterling there too. And there we go, 90th minute, and I'll take the win off of that. I'll take the win. And this guy can get shushed. I hope I get the win off of that as well, because this guy it genuinely doesn't deserve to be in the game against me. Like, he's just playing the most negative anti-FIFA, and what it does is it causes me to get frustrated, which causes me to moan, and I hate moaning about this game, man. I hate moaning about this game, but it brings your energy down when you play this game against play styles like this. It genuinely just brings your energy down, and that sucks. So hopefully we can defend the kickoff here. I've done a good enough job just turning Hazard away there because he shouldn't. Oh, that's actually a good ball. Yeah, he might get another chance here. Oh, he is going to get another chance. Just don't bring him down for a pen. There we go. Ooh, I thought I had the ball there. I thought I had the tackle. There we go. That'd be game. And that's a 3-2 win. So it's a narrow victory. It's a difficult victory. But I'll take the victory. And you'll see by these match stats how dominant I was in terms of match stats. 1 save for my keeper, 4 saves for his. But you'll see also how bad it was. Like, I mean, look at that. The dude he literally took both his counter-attacking opportunities. He had no possession. I dominated, 11 shots, 8 on target. But because of the way this guy played, I won this via a 90th minute goal. And that should never be the way that this happened. With match stats like this, and I dominated the whole game. I held possession, I passed well, I played well. I should have been 4, 5, 6 goals up against this guy. But because the shell counter-attacking, ultra-defensive play style is so effective, on another day, this would have gone to extra time. I wouldn't have scored that 90th minute goal, and he either would have potentially got a counter-attack goal in extra time and would have beat me, or we would have gone to penalties and I might have even lost there. You know, on another day I would lose this kind of game, and this is genuinely the kind of game, as I said before, that just removes my want to play FIFA. And it's because everything is focused around FUT Champs and competitive play, and there's such little focus around anything else, that I feel like if tournaments came back, or if there was a new mode introduced that was less challenging but still as rewarding, so Cup, something that's 4 games long at a maximum and has a good reward at the end of that 4 games, basically draft but in without the draft, basically draft mode but with your own players. That would be a much more fun game mode, because you'd be able to rinse that game mode and not have to have the stress of dealing with players like that. And if you ever did come up against a player like that, you would have less care, because even if you lost, it doesn't matter. You could just go in and play again. That's my opinion anyway. But we managed to pick up a win out of that, guys. Raheem Sterling was massive in that game. Did Ibra score? I think was it Kaka or Ibra that got the goal? I can't remember. I think Ibra got the goal. 5 goals for him in the 4 games anyway. And then Raheem Sterling so far got a great return out of him. I'm really happy I won that game. However, I'm really sad that this video descended into a FIFA bashing video, because I don't want to make content to bash this game, and I don't want to make content to complain or moan. This game sometimes brings that out in people. So I apologise if this wasn't the video that you guys desperately hoped it was. But that is the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.